are we gathering to worship?
Well, worship is a word which means giving God his worth. Have I got that one right?
Yes.
Good. That's where it came from anyway. What it means today is again very confusing. For many people, worship means nothing more than singing, music, you see, and so you have a worship leader, which is really the song leader.
In fact, back in the 1960s, because I'm very old, they were called song leaders.
Yeah, well, they're worship leaders now.
Yes.
And so what is meant by giving God his worth? Because we're singing songs about how great God is, we're giving him his worth, but the scriptures are very clear. These people honour me with their lips, but their heart is far from me. You don't give God his worth purely by what you say. You give his worth by the way you live. And so to limit worship down to the activity of your lips is to seriously disfigure the concept of worship in the Bible. Everything we do should be lived to the praise and glory of God.
So our whole life can be an act of worship in
It's
that
the whole
sense.
life. So you can't say, well, when you go to church, you don't worship God. As if you worship God everywhere else, but you're coming to church and that's where you can not
We're doing
worship
it all
God.
the time.
You're doing it all the time. But once you start seeing it's doing it all the time, then
So what distinctively happens in church?
yeah, it can't be worship.
Right.
Because you're doing that. It's like saying, do you go to church to breathe? Well, no, but I do breathe in church, unless it's my funeral, then I suppose I won't. But we do breathe in church, but I don't go to church to breathe. So I do worship in church, but I don't go to church to worship.
Okay.